Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I am Amabel.
and welcome back to the slowest intro in video games. Here in Legend of Grimrock, we're on level 3. We're on the 3rd floor. No, we're not. We're close. I feel like we're close.
No, we're on level 3.
We're on level 3. Yeah, sorry. The map opened and it was. We're on level 3. This is us over
We're on
here on
level
this
3.
page. I'm feeling my absolute sharpest today. Let me tell you. Just before recording started, I tried to adjust the position of my OBS window via the cursor that is in the OBS preview. So I'm feeling really on top of things. But, I'm not Listen, some people are less sharp than me, and I think some of them have managed to finish this game, so I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
manage somehow.
Some people are less sharp than you, and they're on this. It's me. I'm
Okay.
the other.
I could tell it was going to come across pretty tortured, whatever it was. This is weird that there's a lot of already empty torch sconces. We just walked into this room, right?
Yeah. What happens if you put torches in the
What happens if
sconces?
you put torches in the sconces? I mean, it's a good question. Uh,
We put a torch in every sconce.
this is what you campaigned on. Wait, that made a noise. Oh, we solved a puzzle. Amabel, you're a genius.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know.
have my
I
moments.
didn't know that there was a puzzle yet to solve. I did not know for sure that that wasn't a thing that we could just like walk over to. All right. Well, we'll maybe we are gonna do just fine today. I can't believe this is how they intend for you to play the game. It feels very silly.
I don't know.
And then
Whoa.
I just don't press the right buttons because the thing is, it's a very easy play style, but also you can screw it up. So I do. That's just to make things exciting.
What if you set him on fire?
Ah!
Wait, was that a second one?
That is yeah. I didn't realize that there was a second one. He snuck up on us. The very like moody shadows in the torchlight are pretty cool, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Doing a terrible job. I for some reason I just can't keep straight which button is turn and which button is strafe. And that's crazy because we just played Thief, where that differentiation matters. All right, what's the riddle that we accidentally solved? A lone pillar of light stands alone in the night. Okay, well, I don't agree that that riddle has that as a solution. That's nonsense. But whatever. The important thing is the door's open. A frost bomb. Okay, that's interesting. I can already tell you this is going to be one of those things where like it's one rare throwing item, so I want to save it forever because like what if we run into a real problem?
Don't don't do that.
Hey, do you want to come over here and be in charge of the blob? Do you want to steer this fucking
No.
monstrosity?
No.
Okay, well then stop judging me.
I'm not judging. I'm giving you advice and encouragement.
I don't know if I'm actually doing different amount. Like I'm getting different amounts of damage based on whether I use the staff or my glowy hand, but I don't know if it's because of just like random damage rolls within the damage
Hmm.
value, or if it's because one of them is actually better at fire. You know?
So let me ask you a question about random damage rolls
Here's the
in
problem. I
games.
don't know what any of the mechanics of this fucking game are.
Well,
Yeah.
we're learning. This is you learn by playing. This is what you like to do. Okay, that thing hit you. Don't let it hit you.
Hit me. What? No, I dodge.
Okay.
Watch how I dodge. Ooh. That'll show him. Hey, who remembers the spell formula for my poison bolt? It wouldn't work on this guy anyways. He's a skeleton, right? Didn't we determine
Yeah.
that it doesn't work?
The skeletons don't poison.
And I doubt the 2 throwing knives I have are sufficient to finish the job.
Ah, but have you considered
Cool.
coming back? Oh,
Ow. It's fine, I got a shield. So all I really needed was for him to come into this room, right? Like...
Yeah.
Oh, now we're both doing the thing. But I'm better at it than he is. Which is ridiculous, because we've all seen how really bad at it I am.
You're doing fine. Be nice to my sweetie.
Well, I mean, I'm certainly better at it than that guy is.
Yeah. That's all you need to be. Alright, did that do anything?
Yeah, it is. I couldn't tell at first, but it definitely made a noise. A shuriken. Okay, hold on. Attack power 11, speed 14 versus our attack power 8. Throwing knives are bullshit. The shuriken.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Okay, but careful when you throw it that you do so confidently.
Do you want to just finish whatever bit it is that you're doing?
No, the bit's very obvious. I don't need to finish it.
Okay. All right.
Everyone knows the punchline.
I do need to eat. Everybody's got to eat a little bit here. Just our hunger levels. We're getting untenable.
Lord Human Rogue doesn't need to eat right now.
Yeah, Lord Human Rogue has been a remarkably small drain on our resources, and I wish everybody I wish everybody could just be a lot more like him.
Yeah, they told us at the start of the game he'd eat more, but that has not proven true.
Yeah, that's just like, oh, I don't know if you should take a Minotaur. Minotaurs will just eat you out of house and home. And look at him. He's very polite. He eats very sensible portions. Heavier than I was expecting. Okay, well, feels like we should probably open this, but then it also feels like maybe I don't want to go through right away. I think I
you should go through right away.
I hear movement.
Okay.
To the left, I think. Ah, okay, that's what it was. It was.
These dipshits
it was
again.
10 million enemies. Oh, that's no good. Okay, shit. Apparently I can just walk over the pit. It's not a big deal. And we've established that we can stand and fight a single one of these things for quite a long time under a lot of circumstances, although it's not working nearly as well as it did last time. They do attack very quickly. This is not a good time for the lights to go out.
No, it's not.
Oops, that's not what I want. I want to put the thing down. Actually, yeah, I'm out of energy here. I am a little worried about our situation.
Yeah. That's oh.
There's a bunch of these guys, and we don't really have, like... What if I frostbomb him?
Yeah.
Alright, that gives me a second to try to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. That's not... I thought I had a healing item?
I don't know. Oh, okay, he's...
Yes,
I mean, that was useful.
Yeah, that bought me some time. Oh, I used the healing potion. It just puts it on whoever's inventory it's in. That's not how I would have done that ideally.
All right. Well, I think we have two. Okay.
So we might be experiencing a real death here. Although, you know, there's only one enemy left, and we have the two people who can theoretically dodge a little bit. All right, Lady Human Rogue, don't get hit by every single attack forever. She's not doing the thing I said. Game over, Amabel.
Oh, no.
There was another guy back there.
Well, that was Legend of Grimrock. Come back next time.
We did it. All right. So, you know what's really tedious about Legend of Grimrock is the gameplay.
I've noticed.
I don't want to say that we're definitely not going to finish the game, but like the parts of the game where you're just like fighting stuff are really pretty boring. Did we not do this?
Take the other torch.
Yeah, I didn't. Right. Those have to be that's the lone pillar of light. Got it.
Is the guy just not here now?
No, I'm sure he'll be along. So I guess, given how easy these fights are, we probably want to not spend our magic, because it takes quite a while for the energy to recharge.
Yeah.
Ow.
Now, can he hit things with his staff?
No, I don't think so. So you can see the flying things are still in that room, and I really do want to bait them out back here. But obviously we have a long run directly into that arrow. I don't really know how to get their attention. Okay, that'll do it. Right, he definitely saw me. Yeah, here
Probably.
He comes. Here he comes.
There he is. Okay.
Because the fact is, we can fight this guy without having to resort to magic at all. It just the magic makes it faster and thus less boring.
Well, I mean, we can entertain the people while you're doing this.
Sure, but who's going to entertain us? That's my concern. So
yeah.
I do want to tell a little story. So I was talking to Emma, we were talking about video game encumbrance systems shortly before, like inventory and you know, carry restrictions and stuff in games shortly before we started recording, and it reminded me of something when I was researching how long this game is before we started playing it, to see if it was going to be like a good fit for the position we got for it here on the channel. Okay, y'all good? You got us? Okay, I think that guy's chasing. I think we're gonna be... It makes the most sense to lure them into the other room. I saw something in the Steam forums from like a long time ago, I think, about an old post that I thought was really interesting. A guy was complaining about how bad the game is, about how badly designed the whole thing is, and part of his complaint was that there's like a lot of stats that don't need to be there just for the sake of complexity. And the one thing he was most annoyed about in this field was the you know, it talks about like strength and carry capacity, and that's ridiculous because there's nothing in the game heavy enough to make your encumbrance matter. Characters can't really get over encumbered because how are you even going to carry enough weight with the very limited number of inventory slots? And people were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't feel like the inventory is that limited. And it turned out, like a post or two in, that what he meant was he didn't realize that there was a way, like he didn't realize that there were character sheets that have like inventory space on them. He believed that the only space you had to carry stuff was the 8 hands down here. You could only hold 8 different items across the whole party at any time. It's just whatever people could carry in their open hands. And I thought that was such a charming way to engage with a video game.
Yeah, and no, I mean, and that would be, I also the part of the reason I wanted to bring that up to you is that I think that you might unironically think that's a really fun design for a game. Yeah, because because a lot of people complain about encumbrance systems, and they do it in a way that's wrong. They're like, I get encumbered, I can't move, and this is taken away from the fun. Why don't you find the fun? I'm a baby, I don't like when my weapons break. No. That's what they sound like.
Yep, I'm familiar with that.
But actually, my problem with encumbrance systems is like you can carry way too much shit.
In most games, yeah.
Yeah. Because like, you know, if you give me 20 pounds of something to carry, I'm good. 20 pounds is a lot. So these people carrying like 300 pounds, 300 points of it, like, no, that's ridiculous. Also, I only have so many hands. Now, Caves of Cud, I feel like it should have a higher encumbrance limit
based on the number of hands that you have. Yeah.
Based on the number of hands.
But yeah, in fact, I remember reading
Who told them this was fun? What the fuck?
I remember reading some old blog about like a old school D&D, like old school Renaissance, but like not the chuddy kind.
Okay. Yeah, there are people doing legitimately interesting OSR things. That is real.
And they mentioned like when they played D&D as a kid, like everyone had
I
like
forgot we had 3 firebombs.
one or two henchmen to carry their stuff. And like
Yeah.
you don't really see that in modern design, and I think it's is good, but the way they've solved that is having you be able to carry a tremendous amount of stuff, and like just you wouldn't be able to.
Well, I mean,
I'm
it's like
sorry,
whether
no.
whether or not that's interesting, I think depends on sort of like the objectives and design of your play, right? Like
Well, yeah,
that kind of concern is way more relevant when it's like the whole thing of your gameplay is this like long dungeon delve, and how much loot can you carry out of the dungeon at once is an important concern relative to like the food you're carrying and stuff. And that's a pretty live concern in a lot of video game design where, dungeon delviness is like a big part of almost every game. There's stuff in there and I want it, but I don't know how to make that happen.
uh,
Also, I think
yeah.
one thing I do want to note is that I think we walked across the pit in this room in here and nothing happened. I'm fairly sure that I just ran across the pit. Accidentally, mind you. So it might be a fake pit. I don't know for sure. Or maybe that button closes the pit for just a second or
What
something.
happens if you fall down the pit, or are you just game over?
I'm gonna save the game. We're just gonna fall in a pit on purpose.
Okay.
Fall in a pit on purpose. Oh, it doesn't let... Okay, I hit the character limit. Time to jump in a hole. Oh, we didn't just die. We took fall damage and we ended up somewhere.
Are you on 4th floor now?
That's a great question and one I will answer later. This snail seems to have lost me. Oh, where'd we go? Who can say? What is wrong with this snail?
What was that RPG that we played like one session of, where when you took damage you lost items?
Yeah, I don't know. That was some OSR stuff Mike was trying to get into. I don't... Knave? Knave might have been the name of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this corner seems to be the corner of snail bafflement. They don't seem to be able to perceive you if you're on that tile for whatever reason.
Look, I don't feel like snails are good at perceiving things generally, right?
I mean, yeah, we're down on level 4.
Okay.
All right, fuck it.
Well,
I would agree with you. It does seem like they shouldn't be. All right, so I turned on the teleporter. But wait, a delicious tar bead. Delicious, right? I think that's a plant you can eat.
I don't think
I think that's a plant you can eat. All right, we should definitely have you carrying this stuff. But oh no, I too have become a snail and cannot tell what is in front of me. I'm sure that's what that means.
What's going on?
Jonathan Turtledove became snail because he was over encumbered. He became as the snail. Alright, so this just puts us back up here.
Okay.
So the answer is fall into a pit and maybe, in fact, your life will get better. Perhaps all of your problems will be solved by falling into a big fucking pit, you huge idiot.
I think your torch is starting to go.
I think your face is starting to go into a big folder of images labeled people that I love. Ha! What do you think of that? I dare you to make any sense of that. So there's not like a... Oh, there's a rest button. Right. Hold on. Where was that? Z. I sleep. We will refill Jonathan Turtledove's health by sleeping. I just remembered that that's a thing. Sure. Are you still there? I know a way out, but I can't make it there by myself. We need to work together. Descend toward the bottom of the mountain. We can meet there.
We're already doing that.
I have a dream friend. We have a dream friend who might help us get out.
Dream friends are pretty good.
Yeah. They mostly give you advice you kind of already knew, but...
Yeah.
Okay, now we're at the most health that we've ever been at. Jonathan has the health potion, as he probably should. I remembered that I have fire bombs. Although maybe, you know what, maybe the frost bomb is better in terms of just like utility for keeping us alive. Frost bomb first. But the frost bomb's probably better against more dangerous enemies too. Why are we carrying a skull around? That's not a good thing to do. Well, actually, maybe that was low-key brilliant.
Yeah.
What happens now?
Well, you're gonna need to press the button again to open the gate.
Hold on, I'm considering.
Okay.
I guess the best thing to do is just to... I was trying to figure out if there's a play that's more interesting than just herd them into the hallway outside and fight them very slowly. And I think the answer is probably not. Unfortunately for the viewers and myself.
So you haven't played a lot of these blobber type games, I don't think, right?
Correct. That's the thing that I did volunteer.
And the thing is, this is kind of a throwback.
I guess so. I assume so. That's what I was told by the people who made it.
So, are you interested in playing a lot of blobbers going forward?
Based on this, well, the thing is, most blobbers, they're like actually turn-based, is my understanding.
Yeah. Do you feel like this adds something, not being turn-based? You know, having to in real time switch out your inventory in that?
The real-time switch out your inventory in that is maybe like, you know, the same thing as you get from like having to real-time fumble with your lockpicks in Thief. Like, there's some interesting tension there. The real-time being able to walk around people's attacks and stuff, no, totally sucks. The only thing it's adding is that the optimal way to play the game is not fun and sucks. And like, you could just say, well, don't do that, but
I mean,
but I love to play the game in the way that's most optimal. And also, I think the combat's balanced around it.
Yeah, that's what we've been told.
As well, I mean, no, I just like, I think like from what we've seen, right? Like, you don't actually, with a group of these skeletons, you can't survive just fighting the bunch of them standing still and doing the combat math against them. You have to do what we'll call manual dodging. His brain turned off.
Would this be more entertaining?
It would be better if we had Lord Human Rogue. I'll tell you that, because we'd have to press one more button.
Yeah, that's true. Would this be more entertaining, you think, for you if the enemies had like a third as many hit points?
Yeah, that's like that's where we need to be, right? The fact that this shit takes so long is the problem.
The fact is you got to hit a snail 6 times. A snail should be you hit it twice, maybe. You know, it can't.
Yeah, and I know like we have bad gear, right? But even so.
Yeah. I'll say, you know, I don't know what benefit it is for me to say this, but I'm enjoying myself watching you play this, because even just getting some sense of this kind of design paradigm that is calling back to, that's really interesting to me.
Ow.
Getting to spend that was pretty cool. Getting to spend some
He got
time
me.
just
Figured my ass out.
like I can think of nothing I would like more than just hanging out with you while you do a dungeon. You know?
This one skeleton in particular has no interest in fighting us. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on. It's your turn.
Come on, buddy.
Love to coax my enemies. I staggered him with the might of Jonathan Turtledove's cudgel. So this is where you execute an incredible shield push and knock him down a floor.
You know, I would say that probably if there were some kind of movement effects, like pushback or whatnot, this would be a lot more fun.
There may be. It may be that we just don't really like have them yet.
Okay.
But this is like not ideal. This feels like it can't be the intent. I do think it's ideal in terms of us taking less damage while fighting, but it's not ideal in terms of me wanting to play a video game that's fun.
And the thing where you have to fight each of them over and over again. Like, there's not been a single enemy when you're like, oh, I can skip this one. They're just going to follow you around and be annoying.
And also, it does feel like the XP is really important. Right? Like
yeah,
we need to level up. Yeah, I'm still kind of like I'm taking a lot of damage because I'm executing it clumsily. Oh, look, we can do the thing. Fuck you.
You don't get experience points for that, though.
I didn't get experience points for that. Well, let's hope we don't need them. Alright, level weapon upgrades. That's fun. Here, I love a brass key. Love a good brass key.
Oh, we needed that. We needed that key.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Amabel.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Huh. That doesn't do anything by itself. It may be, empty flask. Maybe a thing that we need to flip a couple of switches in here for. There's this symbol over top of all of the doorways, and I keep waiting for it to be, like, meaningful. Huh. A baked maggot.
Oh, I would...
I didn't realize we could bake things. Okay, I guess maybe that thing did, in fact, open that door. Although I guess, what I should have done there is before opening that, I should have put us back to sleep. I suppose that would have been ideal. A note. Yeah. I haven't slept well lately. There's an echo in my dreams that is too faint to hear. I wonder what it is trying to tell me. Turum. Turum's a good fantasy name.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, thank you.
Sweetheart?
Yeah.
I need to check the washer because I think it's starting to rock. So,
okay.
Just keep entertaining people. I'll be right back.
You know what they say. If this washer's rocking, then it's time for the party to take a quick nap because Jonathan Turtledove's HP is always low. I'm assuming that when we sleep, our hunger, time is passing and so our hunger is climbing up. And so your ability to use this to heal is limited somewhat by the amount of food that you're finding. But we've got a lot of food. I can't hear you, but I know you can hear me. I tried to talk to the other people that have been here before you. They were criminals, but I sense that you I can trust. Yeah, well, we're nobility, right? They were criminals. You can't trust someone who's ever done a crime. That's how the law works. I'm a very smart dream goblin. All right, we're as healthy as we're ever getting. Oh, hey, it's one of these. Lord Human Rogue lives. And
Yay, I have returned.
I just wasted a bunch of time for no reason. Because I slept right outside the door to this room to restore Jonathan Turtledove's health. Yo, arachnophobia warning. Friends, for those of you who might suffer from such a thing. What's up, nerd?
I do not fear a spider. I just want a spider to be over there and not over here.
Punch.
Otherwise, me spiders are chill.
Jonathan Turtledove is unaccountably poisoned. I don't know how it happened. I'm sure it has nothing to do with this spider, who is solely a friend.
Yeah, also, spiders wouldn't poison you because they have venom that's different.
Thank you. Jonathan, how are you doing, friend? He seems to be horribly poisoned. Is there a way to, poison is burning in your veins? Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, not that far from the crystal, right?
Do I need to, well, the crystal doesn't always, refresh immediately. Okay, it is, yeah, see, it's not live.
Okay.
Fairly common herb used to treat snake bites in a prepared form. Do we know how to prepare shit?
I don't.
Known for its potent healing properties. We got at some point. No, you cannot.
Okay.
Put in face. At some point, we were given a recipe for something, right? So there's ways to prepare things. I just don't know. Okay, a mortar and pestle. Here we go. Antivenom. 1 flask, 1 cave nettle. So we combine this, and we gotta give her the cave nettle. And this cave nettle to create an antivenom. I mean, I'm okay with this system. This is an okay system. So...
yeah.
what else do we know? We know Potion of Healing is a flask and a tar bead. So we have... She needs to be given all of the flasks immediately. And so when you drink a potion, like when we drank the healing potion earlier, it did leave the flask behind. So... yeah, let's do this. We'll give Lord Human Rogue one of those. Sorry, I need to put 1 tar bead in. Very important. The potion, the mortar and pestle can't decrement things for you.
There's one more empty flask.
Yeah,
on this
and I'm
character
inclined
sheet.
to leave it empty.
Okay.
Let's eat something, and then I think I have my my herbs are sort of scattered all over the place because my inventory is not in any kind of order. So let's make sure that she has all of the plants. You got to eat some stuff. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I think that's good. We figured out under some duress how to potion. I mean, part of me is inclined to just hit the sleep button.
All right.
Like I was saying to the viewers while you were gone, my presumption is that the amount that you can sleep to restore your health is limited by how much food you have, right? Because you're generating hunger as time passes. But, I mean, it seems like we have a lot of food, personally, to me. I guess starvation becoming an issue would be bad. But let's just not allow that to occur. Well, I mean, there's not a lot I can do about an earthquake. It feels like I should do something, but in the moment, my blood got all up, and then I was like, well, what am I gonna run away from the earth? So I guess let's just continue forward. Some weird lighting going on in that room. Okay. I've closed the floor. Ah, but only temporarily. I see. The plan being to lure the spider onto our hilarious trap. Come and get it, nerd. Guess what?
That's pretty good. That's pretty fun.
The spiders are worth a lot of XP, but also, fuck them.
Legend of Grimlock, you're okay.
Again, Grimrock. It is not actually Grimlock. Okay, so there's two teleporters wandering in a circle here. A little bit of animation probably wouldn't kill them, but... our map does... it seems like our map captures squares we've stepped in more than squares that we have seen. So, okay, I need to go over there and throw, like, a rock or something. She still has a rock in her inventory. We can throw a skull, I think. Maybe not. Ah, the skull gets teleported out, too. Okay, because I need that to be held down while we get through the door. I was wondering if that would open up the, if that would close that. Because, like, otherwise, there's no way for us to do this, right?
Is there another pressure plate?
Doesn't look like it.
Hmm. And that pressure plate would not, no, this will just teleport you out that way.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could move around here quickly enough to get out the left side, but it doesn't seem like it.
The one pressure plate that opens the gate, does it also close the
That's a great question.
flap?
Why are there so many knives? What am I carrying all these knives for? Yeah, that's a great question. Let's pick this up.
Wait, does okay, well, you know, no, it does not. So if you were to put the skull in the space in front of you and it gets teleported, does it get teleported? Okay, yeah, everything teleports where you are. That's what I thought.
Everything teleports to this space. We could just run forward and jump down.
Yeah, got full health.
Hi. How'd you get back up here? I guess it's good that I closed that. Yeah, maybe we just draw. Okay, you know what? Fall in a pit on purpose. You want to overwrite? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we fell in a pit on purpose? Ah! It's not really that much falling damage, honestly. So there's a teleporter here. A pressure plate that does something, theoretically. Although, we know not. Maybe it opens that? Could be. So there's a fair amount of combat, but I do appreciate that I do appreciate that there's a fair amount of other stuff too, you know?
Yeah.
You spend some time running around, you get into trouble, you examine things, you maybe interact with a puzzle. It doesn't seem to have had any meaningful effect on our surroundings at all. That turned off one of the teleporters. Is that a good thing to have done? We can't throw stuff through here to press these buttons down because there's an extra space at the end of the hall there. Yeah, this stuff will fall in that square. But I guess I could, now that that teleporter's gone, I could set something through here on this button. We can see what that does. Let me stack all my herbs up here. Yeah, like let's put down a snail slice. Let's put down this old knife. I don't need this knife. And then this old knife. A serpent bracer.
All right, let's.
The teeth of the snake bite into the forearm of its owner. Protection 2, resist poison 50. So I think Lord Human Rogue is still kind of desperately in need of protection.
Yeah.
He's up in front of the party, bare-chested and just kind of shouting at people. So he needs... He could use that. And then also it would be great if he didn't get poisoned. This torch is becoming bullshit, so let's replace it with a different torch. I probably could be discarding our old torches. Sometimes, but, you know, whatever. Oh, no, we're up here with the spider, right?
Maybe.
Oop, I pressed the wrong button because I'm a big dummy. So I left this depressed. I don't know if that's... I don't know. Whatever. I don't know where that spider got off to. But I guess it's good that they're gone. Not my favorite spider, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll just close this for safety's sake.
All right. So how do we solve this puzzle?
So we're back here. We got a serpent bracer, and that was fun. Ooh, free rock. So, like, if we have her throw this rock... Oh, I can't actually throw the rock between the bars. That's right. These massive open cage things are effectively a closed wall. It's just glass.
Okay.
How do
I mean, I think we need to...
How did you... Where are you... Okay. I don't know what that spider's deal
So I
is.
think... So we need to get the thing on the plate. Is the door open, and we need to... I think get on the...
We can see beyond it when it lights up. It doesn't look like there's a pressure plate back there, I don't think.
Hmm.
Like, okay, what if this is the play? Let me grab a burnt out torch, put it in her inventory. So I'm going to follow this closely, put a torch on here, get back fast, throw a rock through there as fast as I can. Okay, if there had been a pressure plate at the end of that hallway, that would have covered it. That's what I was wondering. But it looks like, no, there isn't one.
Are there any spaces that the teleporter isn't touching? Like where we could stand, that would be a safe place to stand.
Well, no, obviously.
I don't... Well, I'm having trouble with the 3D space. That's why I'm asking you.
No, there's two of them, and they're walking in unison around this thing in a way that really sucks.
All right.
If we had the ability to jump. Oh, there is a pressure plate here. Okay.
Okay.
Let me put one of my old throwing knives in my hand. Face this way. Aha. Okay. So now I've closed this.
Okay.
We can walk over here. I can't reach through and touch that, unfortunately. Seems like I ought to be able to. Found ourselves another frost bomb? Poison bomb, okay. Turn, don't step. So this doesn't exactly solve our problems.
Does it for quick enough.
I guess. Alright, let me...
Because the center one is a safe place.
Yeah.
Right, so we can
is
throw...
I just step left, drop an old burnt out torch on the button, and then step right. Okay.
And forward quickly, yeah.
Yeah, that works. Good point. Then we can open this. Out of curiosity, if I take the knife off of the pressure plate here, Aha! That is what makes that operable.
Okay.
So that's, first of all, free cave nettle. Secondly, a curious little side area with a curious little door. And a different curious door. We'll come back to this. The door's less curious. I mean, it has a... Don't love giant spider egg.
You want to set it on fire?
I do want to set it on fire. How did you know? Okay. I'm still not sure if I want to walk through it. We'll go around. Oh, interesting. A cave-in. So one thing I am wondering is if the cave-ins are timed. If it's like, you know, at minute 40, this path becomes permanently closed. At minute 70, this path becomes permanently closed, kind of thing. Like routes that you only have access to if you're fast. Or, you know, not even fast necessarily, just not like the slowest ever, which is what I am. I'm very thorough, and also I can't remember which buttons go sideways and which ones turn you. And that's a huge detriment in this here world of stepping sideways very frequently. Please stop doing that. He doesn't know what to do if I'm paying attention. Although I guess paying attention is a strong word for the thing that's happening here. Give me time to prep a spell, you fool.
It does seem to be easier when you have 4 characters. You should try having 4 characters more often.
Lord Human Rogue is a really good fighter, and his attack cools down super quickly. So he is going to need some amount of protection, but also health plus 10. But what if also health plus 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Lord Human Rogue. Thanks for me having given you the stats that I've given you. Oh! No, my urge to step backwards out of fear, I think, has perhaps doomed us, because what I should have done was close that door.
Well...
No. Press the wrong button. Ah, why did I do this? Why would I do this? Prepare to get murdered.
Sweetie, you perform 500 melee attacks.
That's so cool and good for me right now in this situation.
And I'm sure in doing so, you've killed like upwards of like 20 enemies.
Okay, Jesus. Gotta mix up the Antivenom. Gotta open the mortar, put in the shit, rub some cave nettle all over it, and there we go. That's our song for how we make Antivenom. That's called a mnemonic device.
Hey, I think it looks like 2 Eyes leveled up.
Oh, levels happened. Oh, things are occurring. I should probably just have one prepped. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, you have yours, you have yours. This one's sure. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Good work, everyone. Okay, so Poison Bolt is the opposite corners. Poison Shield, which might be very good against these nerds. It's hard to tell. Does it poison me from? Does it shield me from poison? Is it a shield that poisons? Hard to say. Hard to know.
Either way, you need some earth magic.
And we don't really need any other kind of magic right now. We don't know any other spells. Staff defense seems to be pretty irrelevant because he just doesn't take damage unless he's forward some. So We can't get to 12 this level or 13 this level anyway. So I'm inclined to push spellcraft up to 5. Just kind of curious what this will have unlocked. We'll encounter some scrolls eventually. And then, we'll work on earth magic over time. Just like total
Look at this nerd.
Come on, people. Your stuff needs to come off cooldown in a less annoying way.
Yeah, that thing had over 100 hit points.
You have over 100 hit points. Sorry. This dungeon is making me very standoffish. I'm just going to give this to Lord Human Rogue. He's the only one who becomes poisoned. There's no reason not to.
Like, there are games where the combat's a little tedious and the people you fight have too many hit points. Like, the Thief games, the people are too tough. But, like, you don't have 8 of them in a room.
Sometimes
over and over again. Yeah, but
it's not like the whole. It's not the whole experience.
And the thing is, at least theoretically, supposed to be balanced around, not doing that, around not fighting, because you gotta be sneaky, and that's not really a thing here.
I love the idea of just like this insectoid weirdo handing Lady Human Rogue this cloth that we found on the ground and being, for your loins. Here, take this for your loins.
So, one thing, because I've been learning a lot about, we talked about this before, I've been learning a bit about the Ultima games, which are sometimes very dungeony. And, Ultima Underworld is kind of like the prototypical or the immersive sim by some definitions.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of overlap between dungeony games like this and immersive sims, or not really?
Well, like you're just
do you know?
But like you're just talking about how these they have a common point of ancestry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry. It's a dumb thing I just said.
It's not dumb. The problem with it precisely is that it's not dumb enough for the question. You answered that question and then asked it to me.
I guess I'm just wondering if, because there's a tendency. All right, there's a tendency to there's a tendency when discussing the kind of lineage of things to zero in on the one, like the Ultima Underworld, for example, and not
and
not talk about
the
like
room above us, maybe.
Well, we have 2 keys now.
Yeah,
which is what we needed.
Had you gotten to the point you were making?
I forgot it. I'm sorry.
You gotta. I love you. You gotta talk faster.
I have to think faster. Is the problem, and I don't think as fast as you. People, if you're watching this and you're like, who is this inarticulate bitch that SB is saddled herself with? No, the SB has saddled herself with. And the thing is, I can be quite articulate. I wrote a book. I'm pretty articulate in the book. I do video essays. I'm pretty articulate there. But like in like common conversation, like extemporaneously, I'm real bad at that actually.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I need you to.
I think I figured it out, sweetheart. They give you 1 experience point for each HP it had.
Cool.
I think that's how it works.
That's a good system.
That's why all the snails are like 90.
That I have no criticisms for. Amabel, there's too much shit in my inventory. Everybody eat some snail or whatever. This is bad. This is rough for me because I am definitely a hoarder. But like, there's a huge amount of cloth that we don't need to be carrying.
You get all this shit off of me.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to the reference. Ah, no, fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
What I don't care for is the way many enemies, when doing their melee attack, looks like they're trying to dance with you. Looks like they're clubbing, and it's not a good look.
I love you. There's no chance that you know what it looks like when someone is clubbing.
This is true. I mean, they're kind of. That spider is making an advance. The spider saw you and liked your vibe, is what is going on there.
From across the room.
From across the room.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's too much shit in my inventory. You can be more of a food repository. You could be holding food. The rocks, the throwing stuff, these silk hose. Are you wearing pants? You're wearing silk hose. Lady Human Rogue is wearing a loincloth because it gives plus attack power, but it doesn't feel like it should. It feels like...
So everyone has some kind of pants or...
Yeah. Can I do this? Like, without a recipe, am I allowed to just... Yeah, I am. Energy potion. Okay, interesting. Here, have this. This is for you. Now we know what that does. Okay, so... All of the bottles are full. Gosh, I wish we just had one shared inventory. Let me tell you, this is a very annoying way to deal with items. All right, so we're working toward picking up maces, but I wanted to get to 16 armor relatively quickly so that we could equip any armor with Jonathan, and that's next level, I guess. For right now, we'll just grab health plus 5, and also, sure would be cool to have a bow. Like, I don't know. Maybe we should just go in on throwing weapons because we seem to find a lot more throwing weapons. I feel like I want to have a bow. Look at that. Volley would be cool.
I'm surprised we haven't come across more like better gear already.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe we're just missing it. Maybe I'm just really bad at finding secrets.
I mean, but there should be some... I don't know. Because I know that you did spoil something for me that there are like 10 floors.
I don't
10
know
levels.
That, to be clear.
Okay. You read it somewhere, or you just had a vibe about it?
I had a dream.
Okay. So it feels like we definitely should have some better gear. We should have found a bow already.
It feels like
a bow.
So wait, is this the same? I mean, this is the same room layout, right? That torch was 80% burned down already. This is that same room layout with the 3 torches.
Yeah.
Where am I? Okay, it's not the same room, but like I kind of want to try, right?
Yeah.
Plants, hooray. Seems like a lot of featureless walls around here. A lot of essentially featureless
So
walls.
I have a question. If you put a burnt out torch on the in a torch holder, I'm sure there's a word for that.
A sconce.
In a sconce.
Uh-huh.
It's a regular one. Do you have any burnt out ones? No? Okay.
Are you going somewhere? Are you saying something?
Well, I want you to try something, and
Nothing happened when I did it. I was reproducing the thing from earlier. Like I said I was going
yeah.
to.
Can you try something for me? Can you put a burn... Okay, and then can you set it on fire with a fire spell?
I mean, it's burnt out. The combustible material is no good.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, cool. We just all took much damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the torch, the rag at the end of the torch is soaked with, like, pitch or whatever, something to burn. Fires have to have fuel, is the thing about fires. Nope, put it back down.
I just figured, like, a stick was fuel, but... No, that makes sense. I think if I was in a dungeon environment, I would not last very long. You would last longer.
Not very, though.
I mean, I love you, but no.
I can't think of any place that I am less well adapted to. I guess that's not true. I can think of some. Oh, that closes again quite quickly.
Yeah, well, what about the other,
There's no universe where we get over there.
Now, that one there does what again? Do we know?
Can you be less specific, please?
The switch that's in that little room.
Which...
Amabel, the one that's on the wall.
Go
this forward and turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
This opens the door there's a spider in there.
And then you get to let the spider out.
Why? I don't want the spider out. I want the spider in. Oh, there might be stuff behind the spider. It's hard to tell.
Why do they call it spider when the spide in the outer?
You know that usually doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna let you know. Oh, what's up now, spider? Fuck you.
Get turtle dubbed.
Jonathan Turtledove is constantly shouting that, and everybody else in the party hates it so much. The rate of application of this poison sucks. We burned through our whole supply of anti-poison stuff already. So I think Jonathan Turtledove is now simply dead. Yeah, we're out of antidote. So do your best to survive, sweet, sweet Turtledove. Okay. So that's interesting. That actually just opened up the hall back into this other area. So it doesn't actually even give me a way through. I still need to run around. We can try doing this. I wonder if the poison is forever or if it will eventually tick out. Okay, we were able to get through. Let's hope that it eventually ticks out. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well... Yeah, they attack at such a rate that this is, like, never gonna be viable, right? I let myself get cornered. That's on me.
When was our last save?
The crystal creates an autosave. I saved it before I threw myself in a pit on purpose.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're past. Here's the thing: we're at the hour, so that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Obviously, I could just run us. We can pick up where we died. I could be quick saving more. We do have to have a conversation, though, I suppose, about like. Do we get it? Do we feel like we're good on this? Do we want to try to play it all the way to the end? Do we want to jump ahead to the second one? Like, where? I don't actually know. I didn't really have parameters for the engagement. I just kind of wanted to show you the thing.
Yeah, you showed me the thing. Why don't we jump into the second one?
Okay, yeah, we'll just... All right.
Yeah.
if you really want to see us finish Legend of Grimrock, if you think there is cool stuff coming up ahead, and you would like to see us engage with it, or you want to see where this all goes because you've never seen the game yourself, or whatever, please let us know. Drop it in the comments or subreddit or whatever. There's lots of ways to get in touch with us. Yeah, just let us know if you want to see us come back here and actually try to finish this. But I think we got the vibe, we got the feel, and if nobody convinces us otherwise, when you come back next time, Legend of Grimrock 2, we're going to see how things have updated in the whatever years that it took them to put out a sequel. And we'll see you then.